the most crucial matches of this season between Oops and Kazna crew. Oops on the defense, Kazna crew on the attack, and so far, Mojo, it doesn't look like a straight YOLO.
Let's see who is in line. Both Insane and Milos are there in, and we are going to see what Oops can do with this lineup. This should be their best, what they have at the moment.
Haiba already takes one connection there. Might not be Milos in the T57 because the bad shots all have their shots available. Have to be Milos. He's already on reload. Nice early connection there coming out. Haiba instantly retreating as well, Mojo. This is a good start from Oops if they can get the rotations out.
Him and Vetso went to spot there immediately. This is something that Kazna done before. If you remember, they were usually doing it to make sure is there any low spotters from the enemy team. Now they have an info that someone is probably is. Because Insane is right in this bush, and this is the one of the rare positions that actually gives you opportunity to see Haiba approaching so early.
There is some initial damage, and Kazna crew is now completely in that A to D line, pretty much. Stefan in the STRV. It's not super rotational lineup here from Kazna crew. Yes, the STRV is very quick, but he can't really push anything. Once he commits to a position, he's really committed. Same with the mouse, and kind of the same for the Object 430 as well.
Yes, but this is a good approach for Kazna. Look at this. If they push mouse from this two line and cover with STRV from that cooldown position, they will actually have great position to deal with Oops tanks while they are going over the ridges trying to decap if there is a pressure. Because Oops doesn't have any strong cooldown tank. There is only Milos in T57. And 57, it's decent cooldown, but not the best in the game.
Kazna crew sitting very far back though here in the beginning. Kind of afraid of a play coming out from Oops, which there's not, and they're all on the A-line, Mojo. They're wasting a lot of time there.
Yeah, but as we said, Oops is also known very well for going really offensive in the first games. And they're trying to do some kind of rotations like that. So Kazna is actually trapping them at the moment and waiting to see will Oops maybe suicide in them with this fast lineup of 6 butchats.
I think with these rotations coming out now from Kazna crew and the A-line, if they keep going there, Oops, they just need to stay patient. That's it. If they stay patient, they will catch Kazna crew pants down.
Yes, Oops and patience. Let's see how well that goes.
We'll have to find out, because for so far, they're holding in good positions to deal with this.
Someone is really bringing those reins over them. Malen definitely being the best player here, I mean by far. Let's see how will they actually deal with it, because Kazna is slowly making a progress toward the 1 cap with the mouse.
Slowly but surely, Diplomat will put himself on towards that number 1 base. Haiba moving back towards the eastern side, but a lot of times here in the A-line for Kazna crew, still afraid of a possible rotation coming out from Oops.
Let's see, Diplomat is checking out the angles and who is spotting. Algo is the only guy. He picks up a shot from STRV in the back. Stefan was already aiming and he connected the top of his turret there. So Diplomat will trigger a cap, and it is a problem for Oops tanks to actually deal with him, because 2 tier 9 butshot with APCRs and low pen will not really be able to do anything unless they go side by side.
Haiba here trying to spot out the rotation, but the tanks from Oops are taking the safe route. They have the time available to them. Milos is going to position himself in G1. Spoink, Melan, Kamil, and Silence moving towards that eastern side. A lot of tanks from Kazna crew available there, but if they can surprise Haiba, if Insane gets a good spot in and they can surprise Haiba, they can move on to Durst and Vetso. Nexus and East, they will pretty much be a non-factor.
They will be able to snipe them. This is how Muravanka works, because if they overcommit on Haiba, they might take a huge amount of damage, but we'll need to see. It's gonna be about coordination by the players, and of course Milos will be the one dedicated for decap on Diplomat.
Kamil, Spoink, and Melan actually get spotted out. Haiba running away now. Algo pushing up here with Insane as well, and they're counting on Milos to get the resets. They're actually gonna back off with the bad shots in this rotational play here between both these teams currently on point, Mojo.
It's Tip and Tone, Yin and Yang here at the moment. Insane picks up some damage from Haiba. Tool shells already. Oof, Algo also. And there is none in return, none significant.
No, the damage taken on this tier 9 Bachas is significant. They're trying to move towards the eastern side. Haiba now is out of position though. He's going to get pushed on by most of the tanks here from Oops, and they will close him out of the game very quickly. He's on fire. Melan is actually going to close out the kill for free. Not even spotted as the reset comes out as well. Kazna crew losing the first tank. Yes, the tier 9s took some damage, but now Oops can rotate again.
Yeah, there is 1k HP advantage for Kazna, but 110 less they have, and the reset already happened. Now they're counter pushing here, and I think they want to kill Miloš.
Yeah, but Miloš should be able to get a full clip out before this play happens, though, Mojo. He has 3 shots available right now. He should see them coming to him quickly. Insane Algo already rotating. The timing here is crucial. Miloš.
Seconds will decide.
Seconds will decide indeed. Insane and Algo, I think they will just about be in position to land a few shots on towards Miloš, though. There we come with the push.
Insane has
Vetso's
no
already
shells.
spotted. Vetso's spotted out. He's going to come over. Miloš lands the first shot. Now has 2 more coming out. Vetso's actually blocking the rest of his teammates. Kind of careless there. Vetso could go down for this. 1 more shot on towards him. Who actually picks up Algo with the snapshot?
What a lucky shot there, and he survives there on 4 HP. Really crucial moment for Kazna there, because they're now gonna hold out with that HP. They have still 3 budgets on 100%. I mean, 2 budgets on 100%, and Isna in that single shooter object for 30. Now we need to see what will happen, because actually Oops has the reload and all of the budgets are in position.
Caps being boosted now by Kazna crew. 13 seconds left on that one. Nobody from Oops currently in the position to reset that. Silence is going to have to push in to get that one and miss from Stefan, but it doesn't matter as the cap is the only thing that matters here. Actually, a very nice reset from Silence on towards Diplomat. Stefan taking a lot of damage now in the STRV. This game's not over whatsoever. The STRV now forced to back off, and Oops, they're holding on, Mojo. Stefan's going to go down.
No, Kazna needs to now abandon the cap and start the fight. Isna is trying to pressure toward Insane, but Insane is really careful on the other side of the map. Kamil is pressuring Stefan around here. Stefan cannot really defend his side. He missed the shot. Kamil will take him out, and this is horrible for Kazna in this moment.
This is terrible for Kazna crew. Vetso on 4 HP, 2 tanks down now. Durst taking damage. They actually find Insane though. That's a good trade here, but it's still kind of even. If Vetso goes down here, he needs to be careful because Point might pick him up. But so far, so good. It's 4v5.
A lot of health here in a pool for Oops on their budgets. They can rotate and do whatever they want. Diplomat is pretty much stuck, and they know he will not leave this position whatsoever. They need to save their HP. Silence needs to actually get safe, because this was really careless play.
Silence is still alive. The Melan might close out the kill here against Diplomat. Nope. 1 more shot, and he missed it. Spoink is taking a lot of damage now in his bad shot as well. He's pushing up. They need to be careful here. Oops, not to overcommit. The HP is still completely even between these two. But Spoink is going to get pushed on, like you said, Mojo. Nexus from the front, Isna from behind. Nexus closes it out clean, and that brings it heavily in favor of Kazna crew.
It was really sloppy now by Oops guys. They were taken by their good fortune, and they were playing well in one moment, and then they overcommitted. Silence took so much damage just because he was greedy to shoot on a mouse, and Spoink overextended there. He didn't realize there was no cover by his teammates, so it's all about Melan and Camille now. Silence with his dead Amorek. I don't know even when will he be reloaded, but probably around 30 to 40 seconds from now.
It's 70 seconds. He's pretty much through it. He has like 20 seconds left, but there's going to be indeed have to be a reset. Camille, Melan now pushing towards Isna. Nexus Durs are watching the wrong angle. If Melan can close out the kill against Isna cleanly here, nope. He actually just turns away. Now there needs to be a spot on towards these tanks on the cap. 15 seconds left. There's coming to connections, trying to get those shots. 11 seconds left now. Durs gets spotted out. There needs to be a reset from somebody. Isna is getting pushed by Melan in the meantime. Melan should close it out. There's the reset from Camille leader. Now he's doing the damage towards Nexus. Silence from the back lines. It's the 3v3. Diplomat and Vetso are low HP. Nexus might go down here. And Oops have wrestled back control. Camel kills Nexus, but Diplomat closed out Camel. It's the 2v2, but it's in favor of Oops.
What a brilliant game here. Now we have Vetso with 4 HP left. Silos is running away. Melan is running away. They don't have to do anything specific. This is the final reset here. If Vetso actually joins the cap, Kazna will be easily losing the game, because it takes only 1 butcher to come and reset any of them.
They left the cap. They're trying to chase here, but that's not an option for Kazna crew. 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Vetso is trying to chase down Melan, but Melan doesn't have reload just yet. Vetso does. He needs to close out the kill here if they want to have a chance of winning. Vetso, he doesn't have a shot, and he goes
Melan is so careful, dog, there. He will win this round for sure now, because this is super hard for Vetso to do anything to him. He will be in cooldown, he will be waiting, and Vetso has only 4 HP. A
Diplomat won't make it in that time.
Will not happen.
Vetso is spotted out now. I think Melan's going to close out the kill on him very soon. There we go. He gets it. Oops. Gonna close out the first round here. Kazna crew's defense on Murovanka. It was really amazing, but it's been broken by Oops. What a round by both these teams. Silence gets Diplomat as well, and it's 1-0 for Oops, and that's probably one of the best Murovanka rounds I've seen on this map all season.
Brilliant start to the match, something to hope for. I mean, every team has advantage at least 2 or 3
Yeah.
times in this match, and they were just slapping each other back and up and forth. But Kazna lost first attack ever during the season. Yep.
Yep. That's what I said. That's why I said it was so amazing. But it's being broken now by Oops. That's probably my best round of Murovanka so far this season.
This season was really changing the meta heavily on Murovanka. We've seen a lot of bush shooting, exploring, rushes, fast caps, attempts whatsoever. But this was a really brutal fight that went on, and there was a lot of skill involved here and a lot of patience by both teams. Something nice to watch.
Let's take a look at the stats. In the meantime, we talk about Oops saying they're a super aggressive team, but this time they actually waited, and did the correct rotations. Algo dying there against Vet, so realistically he picks up that kill and they never get in trouble as well. Well, I mean, they could still get in trouble, but Vetso there, coming in fourth, actually did very well to get that kill on towards Algo.
It was really nice shot. I mean, it was kind of lucky.
But if Algo picks that up, then, you know, then it's...
Then Oops would have a huge advantage.
But Kamil and Melan, though, what a performance.
Brilliant play from that village side, picking up Isne and Nexus, and I even can't remember who was the third guy on the cap who died. There's, yes.
Yeah, it was brilliant. The crossfire between Silence and then Kamil.
Spoink, you can see he did only 1 shot of damage. That was a really important moment because he was the guy, we said he overextended himself and he didn't realize he doesn't have a cover from the rest of the team. That was almost a moment when Oops actually lost the battle because it was a really good counterattack by Kazna.
This is the thing we talked about. Kazna crew seemed stressed during that round, not 100% sure about the moves to make, very defensive posture in the beginning, kind of afraid of what Oops was going to do, and 1-0 down. If they lose this second round, if Kazna crew lose this second round, I think they're in big trouble because of the amount of pressure that is on them. Oops have a much easier road here. I mean, yes, they want to win this match as well because of those grand finals points, because of the cash difference in the placings, but Kazna crew, this means the difference between going directly, taking more grand finals points, and having to play in the playoffs.
Well, we can see that Oops definitely showed up here to play, and they want to win. They're motivated, so that's very important to say, because Kazna has more things at stake, and you could debate that Oops can just choose to relax. But yeah, that relax can cost them about 6,000 euros, about for a 4th or 5th position, something like that, the difference, and 6 grand final points. But still, Kazna has much more at stake here. And it actually might chew into them. It can make them nervous.
Yeah, there's I did some maths with our admin of the day, Ben, earlier, and there was something along the lines of if Kazna crew only take 3rd place, for example, and then Gohard takes, I think, 2nd, and Kazna crew just take 4th at the LAN finals, just the worst case possibility. Like if everything goes wrong for Kazna crew, which we don't think it will go. I mean, ideally they'll still take 1st or 2nd, but then they would, I think, not make it by like 1 point or 2 points.
Whoa, that close?
Yes.
Wow.
So
yeah, a lot of the stake.
That's like the worst case scenario for Kazna crew. But their defense here: E50, Kranwagen, IS4, Oops, IS7, TVP, Mouse, and Batshots.
Kranwagen, we've seen him used a lot of times. I'm really not sure what they want to do in defense with E50M. That's a new one for me. IS4, okay. So this is more about defending the upper part of the map. Definitely, you do not want to use Kranwagen from the lower side over the water. And the majority of Kazna teams should be there. Having a 13-19 obviously says, yes, we want to do a spotting from some of the bushes.
Oh, here we go. Almost ready to get into this one as we overlook the beautiful city of Murovanka, which a lot of the buildings will be destroyed within now and 30 seconds. But, Mojo, second round. Kazna crew have tremendous stats. Absolutely huge. Absolutely amazing stats in Murovanka defense as well. You think Oops can break him?
Yeah, I think Oops actually has a good chance, especially if they manage to find Isne and take him out of equation, because that was usually the sore point for most of the teams. Kazna is one of the most experienced teams when it comes to taking out that passive spotters, and the rest of the teams were just usually wasting valuable minutes over and over, not doing anything. Let's see how Oops actually deal with it. Deha is playing a mouse, and he is really taking it around on a long spin.
Well, it does seem like there is going to be a start between both these teams. So we're going to head back to the garage, give these teams time to set up. Things happen. It is what it is. Gives us a little bit more time to talk about the picks from Kazna crew here with that Kranwagen and that E50M. I mean, the E50M is like the opposite almost of the Kranwagen. Doesn't have the greatest of turrets, honestly. Well, the Kranwagen has great turret, but then the E50 has a great gun, but the Kranwagen is kind of, you know, throwing potatoes.
I guess you want to use E50M to snipe maybe on mouse from distance, because that's the only possible, and you can still use him in a brawl.
It's still so hard to snipe a mouse on distance.
But that's the only reason I can imagine why would you use E50M in defense. Because you can maybe play together with other mediums in rotation, and you can do some shots from distance. It's much better than sniping with Bachat, for Christ's sake.
We have to see if it works out, because we saw it already once today, and it was Mines by Utopia. They tried to put him on the island, and he just died.
He was sticking out like a sore thumb there, man, and he was shot by everyone who saw him. It was really bad position for E50M.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if Kazna crew is able to use him better than Utopia was. And it's going to be interesting to see if Oops can pick up this round. It's going to be Kazna crew. Oops currently lead 1-0 over Utopia. Kazna crew. And Oops going to be attacking though. Kazna crew is going to be defending. Same start from both these teams.
Kranwagen usually used in hold-down positions on position like a G1. If he's going there, he will be pushed by some of the tanks, and we need to see is that actually happening. Diplomat is playing it, and Haiba is behind him on his eyes 4. Haiba is not definitely gonna push him. Nexus with Bachat is going behind the building on that above 1 cap, so he will position there. If there is any fast attempt, he can clip out. And Diplomat is just doing the normal cooldown, so he will move himself later on G1 if there is no danger.
Yeah, Decha's going to be holding very far back in the mouse like we usually see to not get caught out easily here. Going to be playing in that bush. It's all the question if Oops can find him. When talking to the team's mojo, they always tell me, we know how to kill the guy in the bush. It's just in match we missed that one guy telling us we hit something. It was even Oops, I think, that said that. Was Milos not giving them the info that they were hitting the guy? And it's the same for a lot of teams. So they are confident they can clear out the bushes. We're going to have to see if they can do it in this match when it matters.
Well, Oops is not wasting time. They're doing really proactive spotting of a lower part here. There was, in the start of the season, a lot of meta here where teams were trying to make traps, but it doesn't usually work. Kazna is smarter than that, and they're defending the upper part of the map. Milos is going full YOLO here. His 6 tanks is not triggering, but important thing is Mayland was spotted. So he will know that there is a spotter on some more offensive position here.
Once the blind fire comes out, we need to see the lasers of the tanks. Once they start blind firing, it's going to be interesting to see if they get close towards the area or not. That's going to be the question here. So far,
Camille is shooting airplanes.
Yep. Once the blind fire starts coming out, then is the moment that it's going to be important to see those lasers. Oof, already close from Milos.
This is a tricky position where Isne is.
We'll see if they can figure it out. I mean,
so far no one is even aiming it even close.
No.
But they know there is someone on really aggressive position because they're spotted so early and there is no one between them and Milos.
Yeah, but look at Decha. Ooh, they found him. They already found him. Dead Zone is already putting shots in there. Isne's got to run. He's on the move. He got out of the bush now. He didn't get spotted, but I think Milos told Dead Zone, you were hitting something. And this is great for Oops because now they realize they won't be spotted anymore.
He's spotted now.
They know he's out of the bushes. They're now starting to rotate because they know Kazna crew is going to go aggressive in the north. Camille insane Mayland as well. Already relocating. Decha spots out Nexus. He needs to hold on for his dear life for as long as he can because Haiba's coming as well.
Spotted Stefan also on the ridges, so there is entire rotation here coming in from Oops players. They need to support Decha, they need to do maximum amount of damage while they're trying to press in to that mouse. And that can be actually be a rock where Kazna will crash themselves.
We're going to have to find out how much Decha can take, how long he can survive. He's fighting against Haiba here. Haiba gets the first connection. Decha, he's not in the greatest of positions here. He needs to keep backing off. Another miss coming out, but some connections coming also back in return. Some more connections even. Decha needs to angle because the badges from the side, they are wrecking him. And this is the moment where Oops should decide to push or to cap.
They need to do pressure, I mean, toward the middle, probably toward the Diplomat, Kranwagen and Haiba. I think that's the weak spot for Kazna. But the problem is Decha backed off and he actually allowed to the Bachas to shoot him in the back. That's what I wanted to say. It was better for him to stay stuck to that building and just play against Haiba and Diplomat than to play against entire team backing off. He has a dead Amorek, but he is on 500 HP. That's a bigger problem than that Amorek.
He's still surviving though. In the meantime, Milosh is going aggressive over there. Isn is now spotted out. They should be able to get the kill on towards him. The rest of the team of Oops is rotating. They realize that they need to leave Deja behind. Isn is doing a nice amount of damage though, but they should be closed out
I think
very soon here.
Dead Zone is sniping him and supporting Milosh here, because otherwise it would be a big problem. There is a huge rotation coming in from Oops. They are leaving Deja to his fate.
Perfect. They have to leave him. They have to leave him.
Yeah, they cannot save him. I agree on that.
They need... Ooh, Durs kills Deja as expected. The dead zone needs to go now. Oh, Isna gets spotted again. Mayland will get the kill here on towards that 3090. There we go. Closes out that kill. Triple cap very imminent here from Oops. They have done a lot of damage towards Kazna. Yes, they've lost the tier 10, but they've gained the positioning.
It's not only triple cap that will be a problem for Kazna, it's the position of Spoink and Milosh that are in cooldown, so they're effectively denying Kazna any sniping possibilities. Kazna must go for a fight now.
Kazna has to fight, like you said, Mojo. It's going to be very imminent. Spoink only has 3 shots available, though that's the question here. How much can he do? He's going to try to back off in his tier 9 Bacha. Nexus gets spotted out already, so does Durs. Kamil will be covering them from the side. Kazna crew now forced into a rotation. 17 seconds left on the cap, Mojo. Can they do it?
Look at the HP. 1000 HP advantage here for Oops, and they definitely have the better positions. They need to leave the cap also, I think, very soon and start fighting. They just need to fight.
They need to fight indeed. Already 2 guys left the cap as now Kazna crew trying to push in. Spoink, Mayland, the dead zone going for Durs. Milosh gets a nice connection on towards Nexus. They're going to lose Milosh for this. He's going to go down here towards Kami. Piotr, most likely Piotr bounces. Milosh might get 1 more shot of damage off before he goes down actually. Piotr, he needs to close out the kill now. Finally he does, but takes so much damage along the way. Oops, actually gets Kami. Piotr Spoink is dying in the meantime. He goes actually down. That's not the greatest of trades here, but so far so good for Oops.
Yeah, also they picked up Durs, who was in a village trying to provide some backup cover for Kazna guys, but he was caught with multiple butchers from them. And there is still cap going on, don't forget. Insane never left the cap, and Dead Zone is now boosting it.
Insane never left the cap, and now they're forcing Haiba into a commitment by himself. The blind shot actually comes out. That is great from Kazna crew. They get that blind shot, and now they're going to have to abandon the cap. Oops gets out of there. They're running away. They don't take any more damage. They reset the fight.
This is a really smart thing from them, because they would die on that cap. Now they need to do rotations, because let's face it, Kazna has a lot of slow tanks. They have Kranwagen that has a huge turret and really hard to turn around. Not really the greatest aim in a game. Haiba, same situation. Stefan on 1 shot with his E50M. So the crucial tank for Kazna to stay alive is Nexus.
Insane trying to make connections here on towards the side of Haiba. Gets 1. Doesn't get more than that though. Kamil in the north. Nexus there against him. Another connection comes out actually from Insane on towards Haiba. He's down to 860 HP. He's forced to angle perfectly on towards the boat, and Dead Zone and Insane. When Insane comes off reload, they should be able to close out this kill on towards that IS-4, Mojo. Ooh, nice connection there from the Dead Zone on towards the side. Dead Zone from the front, Insane from the side. Dead Zone goes safe around the corner, does not want to take damage. Nexus closes out the kill though on towards Kamil, but he's in 1 shot, and so is Stefan, and Haiba's in the open.
And so is Haiba, more or less. He's on 2 shots, actually. 2 minutes, 50 seconds here. Dead Zone on 100% HP. Mayland in TVP on high HP. Insane on 1400. This is, again, a super close game. Yes, Oops does have almost 2000 HP advantage, but it might not be enough if Kazna plays it right.
Dead Zone needs to close out the kill against Haiba here very soon. He's trying to get an angle towards the back. Insane from the front. Insane, can he get a connection?
Oh,
a bounce
Dead Zone
there.
should have an engine shot now.
Dead Zone should have a connection. He misses.
He doesn't see him. He doesn't see him. Haiba managed to fade, and he doesn't see him. They don't know that he left the building now.
Ooh, this is not good for Oops right now. Dead Zone is going to push forwards. He's going to try to spot out Haiba, but he needs to do it clean. He needs to not take damage for this. Dead Zone actually gets spotted out by himself. Haiba is safe. Melan coming from the top. 2 minutes.
And he's still not reloading. He's reloading now. He wasted so much time to put that reload. And it's going to cost his team, because now only Mayland and Insane are effectively doing something. Insane is wasting his shells, going reload again.
Insane should go towards the cap. Mojo.
Mayland. If he manages to pick up Nexus, that can be a game for Oops. But if they lose him...
Ooh, 1 more connection from Mayland. He gets Haiba in the IS-4. 4. 3 tanks left standing. Melan, the player who's been there all season, does it again. He gets Haiba in the ice for 1 minute and 25 seconds. They know where all the players from Kazna crew are, and they have no HP. They have nothing, Mojo. The dead zone just needs to close the distance, and then they need to get the kills.
Amazing play by Melan again in the second round. I mean, Milos and Melan, man, when you want to bank on players that they will do something, you just go for a safe bet on those two.
Nexus is spotted, Stefan is spotted as well, and Say needs to make his play alongside the K-line. Stefan gets tracked, Melan gets another one, he kills Stefan as well. Dead zone on towards Diplomat, he just needs to play it safe. He gets 2 connections, but it doesn't matter. Insane's closing from the K-line, Dead zone just needs to hold. Melan's coming from the other angle. Oops is gonna do it, they're gonna put themselves 2-0 here, Mojo.
It does look like that. Diplomat has only 2 shells left. Nexus is on 1 shot, and he's down. Melan picked him up too. Man, you're a Terminator.
Melan with another one, the Dead zone coming on for the finish here, and Oops put himself 2-0. Kazna crew had a formidable record on Moravanka, but it's been shattered. It's completely removed. I want to say again, once more, Kazna crew had 100% on the attack, 83% on the defense, and Oops just 2-0 them. We talked about this team the entire season long. We think they had the tactics, but they were lacking the execution. But it seems like today, they've got everything.
They are on fire. This is completely another Oops from the game they played against Utopia, where they even didn't have Milos and Insane inside. Let's face that.
Mojo, this is the thing I wanted to talk about with you. I said it in the break. I think if Oops goes up 2-0, they will have the momentum. They won't be angry with each other. There will be a calm team speak. They'll be happy. And Kazna crew 2-0 down. They see their chances for those offline finals, for direct qualification, just fly out of the window.
This is unbelievable lead. Great plays. I'm enjoying every second of these games. Yes, they lasted long, both of them. But the display of skill of both teams, brilliant.
Took an entire season for this lineup from Oops to come into effect, but it finally seems to have happened. They haven't done it though whatsoever. Kazna crew is giving them a fight, and it's been very close. I mean, very good blind shooting there in the beginning, on towards Yizna, forcing him out of position. But Kazna crew is fighting. They're trying to do what they can. I mean, don't forget, they got Deja very early on. Now it's going to Cliff. Can Kazna crew come back, or is Oops going to further their lead?
Oops is usually a bit better team on Cliff than Kazna. We've also seen them playing quite a lot of innovations with boosts, rotations,
that's
and so
the worrying
on.
part for me.
So this is really important part. They have a great RT player, Insane, in there.
Yes.
So they can play variations of tactics.
They're pumped up.
Yeah, and they're pumped up now. Oh man, I think their ego is through the roof.
Yeah, but for a team like that, you have to have it. I think a team like that needs to have a strong start, a confident start. And with those kind of players they have, all very individual players. I mean, it's fair to say like that. They have a great bunch of individual players. An FC, a great FC as well, and Insane has really good tactics. But starting strong like this, it's ideal for their egos even.
Well, we will have to see as lineups are ready here. Let's see what are these players preparing for us in this moment.
So let's have a look. 6 batches and an M40. Kazna crew 5 batches, the TVP and a T49. We have seen Insane do some majestic stuff on Cliff with that M40.
Yep, and there is no mouse whatsoever here, which is really perfectly fine with me, because I do think this map should be played faster, not slower. And this leaves Kazna to think about a lot of options, because Oops played pretty much about 10 different tactics so far on Cliff.
Yeah, they have. Oof, it's interesting. Mojo, Kazna crew, Cliff defense, it's their best side. I mean, they have ridiculously bad stats on the attack.
Horrible,
for the amount
even.
of times they've played it. We're going to have to see, Mojo. We'll continue that thought as we jump into our second map here. It's 2-0 for Oops. We're going to go to Cliff.
Cliff, the most dynamic map in the league. Battles on Cliff always turn into desperate double-edged fights. Teams start from the same spots as they do in standard battles. The first base is located near the defender's spawn point, and the second is at the bottom of the hill. Sometimes teams split their forces and send several tanks through the 1-2 line to the left of the small hill, but usually both teams play at the center. The attacking team can send one of the tanks up to the lighthouse or behind it. Fast and quick-firing vehicles are better suited for this map, mainly medium tanks, including tanks equipped with autoloaders.
For anybody that just tuned in, Oops is currently up 2-0 over Kazna crew. We're not expecting that one after their performance against Utopia. But it is what it is here. Kazna crew on the defense, Oops on the attack. And I want to ask you, Mojo, can Kazna crew hold Oops off?
Of course they can, but so far Oops is on fire and they are showing us another trick of the trade. This is kind of dangerous because you can slip and fall here on the right side in the water. It's actually happened in the CIS region.
Yeah, it is risky, but you know, no risk, no reward. And
look at this.
They only needed 3 tanks. Kamil's up already. Haiba went very aggressive, though. He spots all of this out. Isna as well. Kazna crew going hyper aggressive to the center, Mojo.
But there will be a crossfire by Algo, Melen, and Milos there on them. They are not safe. Plus Arti. Let's see how will that envelop, because this is much better than some of the other teams we've seen.
Algo takes the first bit of damage there, 631. He's just about getting saved. There's Vetso pushing through the middle. They're starting to take damage here. Isna's going to chip away at them with that high DPM gun. Another connection on towards Spoink here. Spoink shooting on the move. He's going to take at least one more from Isna on the run. There we go. Kamil now forced to drop off as well. And Kazna crew taking very massive control here in the beginning. Spoink's on fire.
What did you do, Spoink? How did you get there? How did you get stuck so much and lose so much HP? Isna being super annoying with that T49 paying off, but Vetso taking quite a big chunk of damage at the moment.
Vetso is going to go down here. He gets picked up by Milos. This kind of evens it out, even though Kazakh still have a massive HP advantage. Haiba picks up Algo. Milos is now probably in trouble as well. An RT shot comes out, does not do a massive connection, but Nexus could be in trouble now as well. In that 1-2 line, they're pushing on towards him. How much ammo does he have left? He has only 2 shots. Haiba now peeking from the top as well. Kamil, Decha, it's not working out for them over here. I think Kazna crew, they're going to pick up this first cliff round.
Probably yes here. Nexus is on reload though, so it might kind of cost him, but Stefan is there to save the day, so he will save his teammates while they are on reload. Decha will have to pull away, and they have a crucial advantage. Diplomat will pick up Milos on this side, and yes, this will be a Kazna's round.
Yeah, Kazna crew anticipating the tactic coming out here from Oops, going hyper aggressive. No more defensive play. It's six tanks versus mere 3 from Oops. And Oops can technically do it, but it's not going to happen.
I really don't think so. Melen and Decha are not able to just carry this against 6 tanks of Kazna. This is just not gonna happen. Insane is getting shot also. There is no art anymore. Decha is eliminated from the map. Melen tries to do something by killing Nexus, but that's about it, mate. You are just outnumbered.
Outnumbered, outgunned. Mailand pushing over here. He wants to pick up Yizna. Misses the first. He's not going to be able to kill him anymore. He has 1 more. There we go. He does the connection, but now Yizna will clean up the kill together with Durs. And that will be Kazna crew coming back into this match, picking up their cliff defense, which is the side which they have the best stats on, bringing it 2-1 here. That was hyper-aggressive through the center. They anticipated this boost coming out from Oops.
It was really good play there, especially by Isna in the T49. You could see that DPM gun, how annoying it can be. You don't really need to play the derp gun on 49 all the time. This is actually quite better when you want. You could see even how he snapshot the Algo with the first shot and then shooting on Spoink and the guys down below. Camille, they couldn't do anything because he actually had a good gun depression.
Yeah, Kazna crew seemed to really know what Oops was going to bring to them. Yeah, they lost Vetso on the side, but 3 tanks stuck in the bottom side of cliff. Not great.
Oops did really good boosts, and they actually did really well in the start. They just didn't count in the amount of aggression that Kazna will actually put out.
There's here coming in first with 2.9k damage. Good stuff from him. Then Mailan, Haiba actually coming in third, Milos, Decha. But it was all about the really good aggressive play coming out from Kazna crew. Not being afraid, which is very important here. I'm very happy they went super aggressive because I think if they sat back, would have been trouble.
Definitely, because Oops would probably take them over the time because they have their RTPs. But now we will go on Kazna's attack side. They have only 17% win rate. That's not really high. I mean, you can say percentages don't really matter,
but they kind of do
this
sometimes.
is really low. And Oops, on the other hand, has like 80% in defense.
Yeah, 80% in defense.
They're
so
really strong defensive.
We are looking at a 3-1 scoreline here coming out of Cliff. If we talk about it,
that's a prediction. Yes, that's a prediction.
That's statistically.
But we need to see.
We need to see, and it starts with the lineups. So here we go, Cliff. 5 bad shots, TVP, T49. 5 bad shots, TVP, T54 lightweight from Kazna crew.
This is really something commonly seen. Kazna likes to play with it. 54 light in attack, and options are limitless with this. We know, we've seen it throughout the season. There is so many ways you can play around.
Now, Mojo, I need a prediction here. You think this is going to be Oops' round? You're going to stick to the stats?
Yeah, I'm going to stick to stats because they play like really well and they're motivated today.
Does seem like that. I'm going to go with you on that one. We're going to stick to our stats because stats never lie, just like my W8 is higher than Ryan's.
Okay, the first one doesn't make sense, but the second one is kind of set in stone.
Stats don't lie, Mojo. Stats don't lie. But Oops versus Kazna crew here. Oops on 2, Kazna on 1. Oops defending, Kazna attacking. And where are we heading? Is Oops going all up, all together?
It's gonna be a stick-together team because they obviously don't expect Kazna to push too aggressively down. They're sending only Kamil and even in very passive spots, so he cannot get blind shot. He had a really nasty experience last time, if I remember. He lost about 1k HP. Isnet got spotted early and shot early by Kamil. Nice shot there. I really wonder, but it does look like he has a big gun. Milos lost some HP already.
Yeah, Milos taking some damage there on the climb. Kamil backing off safely. A lot of patches here from Oops centered around that middle area, Mojo.
They're not sure where is the remainder force of Kazna. Those 2 batches from Kazna are now sneaking unspotted because they are counting that Kamil, after firing a shot, he will run away on his backup position, which is what he usually does whenever they play this game. So this is so far so good for Kazna because they managed to climb here and get some crossfire.
Yeah, so far so good for Kazna crew. Trading some damage on Milos, on towards some damage for Stefan now as well, and Isnet. Isnet actually getting a shot on towards Milos as well.
Milos is the only one taking the damage so far. It's a risky position, that D4. Mayland was climbing before to support Spoink and Deha and Algo from there. But they're actually choosing to do a daring thing. They will counter-attack Kazna there.
They might actually have enough, Mojo, between Kamil, Maylan and Milos from the side. If they get this.
This is risk. This is risk.
This is high risk, high reward, Mojo. Insane's going to be the first one around the corner. He spots out Piotr, he spots out Durs. He keeps on going, though. Kamil now coming as well. Durs and Piotr. I don't think they can go any much forwards. Durs, that's off a shot. Isnet's going to go down here. He's the first kill. Milos from the side. They've now taken 1-2 line control. Kazna crew has to fight in the middle. Call me Piotr pushing through the middle as well. Now Oops needs to do the damage, and they are doing it. Call me Piotr's getting focused down by everybody from Oops, but Spoink in return is taking a lot of damage as well. They're losing Algo in return for this. Piotr and Durs, they're still alive.
Stefan is on 1 shot there. Durs is kind of hiding. Piotr is on 1 shot. This is still not done. There is 5 guns here for Oops, and there is 5 guns here for Kazna.
Yes, but Insane is taking a ton of damage as well. Stefan is just about alive, so is Durs. But Stefan will have reload first. Maylan's going to be covering, though. Haiba is from the side. Vetso is also reloading. Everybody's on reload, Mojo. And so far, who do you think has the advantage in this fight?
Insane thought he got despotted, but he was not. And he's on 66 HP left. This is not really good for him. But Milos is on the side, and Mayland has a reload.
Haiba got spotted out here on the cap. So they know where he is. Maylan's actually pushing around the corner, going
he wants to
aggressive.
take Durs. He
and
wants to take
got
Durs.
Durs.
And now we have Deha, who is doing the spot. Stefan will be the next one on the line.
Stefan needs to be careful. Vetso from the side. Ooh, Vetso is forced back down by Deha. Stefan is on reload, though. Nexus picks up Kamil. Deha pushes off Vetso. He now needs to pick up Stefan because they've lost Maylan. It does look like Kazna crew just about hold on in this round, Mojo.
Losing Maylan is a big thing here, actually. And Stefan running away is even bigger because he will be the danger on those 18 HP. It would be a completely different game if he was dead. Now they still have Nexus and Haiba and Vetso, and Deha will get caught. He's tracked here. Vetso, he doesn't have shots to finish him off.
No, but the rest of Kazna crew will be enough. They went super aggressive here to try and catch out the boys from Kazna crew, and it almost worked, but I just don't think they did the damage when they were pushing 1-2 line, Mojo.
Oof, nice pickup here by Milos here, but Nexus will almost have a reload very soon. Good shooting here by him.
Good shooting by him indeed, but it's
One
still
shot,
Haiba.
he can kill him.
Haiba is still full HP though, Mojo. He needs to go kill Nexus, but you know, Haiba's coming from the top unless Haiba makes a massive mistake, and he doesn't. Nexus claims his scalp, and Kazna crew will be bringing it to 2-2, Mojo.
It's gonna be an equal, something that we thought might happen, but not really in this game. Equal rounds.
No, honestly, like, I honestly feel like Oops had the better read on this round, but they just didn't do the damage on Piotr and Durs.
Yeah, there was some kind of shots missing there.
I really feel like they just didn't do the damage.
Still, the fact stands. They did lose the 2 rounds here on Cliff. And no matter how Murovanka was more dominant and better looking maybe for Oops, it was also super close games if you remember, and these are also. So the score stands, it's 2-2 between two equal teams and they will need to battle each other more. The worrying thing is that the fourth map is Ruinberg and that's absolutely horrific map for Oops.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. Stefan doing a massive amount of damage there in his TVP. So did Haiba, Nendeja, Nexus, Miloš, Vetso, and Meylan. Stefan and Haiba really pulling the game out of the brinks of defeat there.
2-2 for these two teams, well deserved in my eyes. And next map we will watch.
Spoiling 4 shots.
Oh, that's
two
really
connections.
horrible. He didn't have a single good game on Cliff today. The last one was horrible also.
Yeah. Well, some shots missed there for both these teams. Piotr actually doing 0, so, you know, Kazna crew, yeah, it evens out massively. But before we go to Ruinberg Mojo, we're going to Prokhorovka first.
Yeah, will we see another 1-2 line push by Kazna?
I don't know.
There was never a moment when we didn't, so let's see. Will the tradition be strong enough for them to suicide again?
Let's hope no.
Let's hope for their sake.
I mean, all Kazna crew has to do is pick up 2 more rounds. That's it.
Yeah, they need 1 point, and they're safe.
So 2 more rounds for Kazna crew.
And they have Prokhorovka and Ruinberg. It's a very high chance they can actually do it. While Oops, for their sake, they need all rounds till the end. Actually, they can drop 1.
Yes. So
this was the best chance for Oops to actually do it. Like dropping this cliff round is a really big thing.
I think they really wanted a 3-1 coming out, and I think they almost did it. That 1-2 line counter push was, I think, the correct option, but it just didn't do the damage. That's what it comes down to in Cliff. If the enemy team just connects their shots and you don't, then you lose.
Still, Kazna had also really good reaction.
Yeah, push in the middle was perfect.
Crossfire, so everything well done also by them. It's just the battle between two good teams, man. The problem is that we haven't seen the good Oops half of the times in this season. Like one time they would play like this, other times they would just play rubbish.
Well, let's see Mojo coming into Prokhorovka, what tanks Oops has chosen for this one. Oops on the attack, double 1-1-3, 3 bad shots, SUV Lorraine. Kazna crew with their 3 mouses.
Kazna not giving up on their 3 mouse build, which they usually use to scout the middle in defense. We need to see will Oops actually be able to punch through them with this STRV and Lorraine Arty. Is it enough?
Will it be enough? We have, I don't know, 3 mouses is just so much HP. I don't know if Oops are going to be able to dig through it. That's the question.
Yeah, but still, if you can keep the mouses in check and in Bachats cannot do any progress, you will chip in through them eventually. We've seen it, like Utopia had 6 of them and they almost lost the game on steps. They would actually if Kamil didn't disconnect.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't know, I'm going to put my money on Kazna crew for this round.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
You going with Oops?
I would.
Oh, it's going to be interesting to see. Double 1-1-3 though. I'm afraid Kazna crew is just going to push over the middle with the mouses and kill the 1-1-3s.
Yeah, but it depends where you put the 1-1-3s. If they just go to brawl with mouse tanks, then they deserve to lose.
Well, we'll have to find out, Mojo. Lorraine RT, double 1-1-3, going to be crucial to see how much those tanks are able to do. For Kazna crew, it's the mouse is not losing too much HP before the end game hits. You're going with Oops. I'm going with Kazna crew. Let's hope I'm right again. Let's jump into our next map here. It's going to be Prokhorovka. Here we go. Oops, driving towards the center here. Double bad shot, gonna spot out Insane, going towards K8 and Spotting going towards the 0 line Hell Mojo.
He's not going full YOLO to the middle. Vetso also, and there is 1-2 line push by Nexus in theirs, but they're just gonna take spotting position. They already checked out some of the forces here from the Oops, but not all of them, of course. They've seen the heavy tanks and 1 bachat in the village side.
Well, Deja and Miloš are gonna brawl in the middle. They're gonna hope they can out-trade those mean mouses. Isna actually takes the connection, running away.
Isna picked up 1 shot, but that's nothing really special. That's not even much. Insane will have to do quite a lot to deal with these Mao tanks. They'll actually left Silence alone to defend against possible 1-2 push by these Bachats. And honestly, if they do push him, it will pay off for them because he cannot do it alone.
The thing is, though, this bush that Durs is in, I think I've seen him play this before. Like, if I was Silence, I'd put some shots in there.
Yeah, but they're keeping their shells so they would shoot on the tanks when they start the push. And it does look like Kazna will actually go for it. And I think eventually they will just push the 1-2 line. Also, Stefan losing 1k HP over here, but still, there's just a drop in the sea.
The SRV still holding over there. He's doing the damage, but Diplomat is taking a ton as well. These mouses are paying very heavily. If Oops can focus them down before anything really happens, then it's going to be in their favor. Look at the damage Stefan is taking and Saiyans almost off of reload. And there's two batches and an SRV in the 1-2 line, Mojo.
Yep.
This is not a good push.
And look at these batches from Kazna coming in now. The Deha will be the first target, but Silons will shoot them in a flank. Let's see how will that envelop.
We'll have to see now, and it's time to listen into the team speak and see how this is going.
Those butchers killed me. Like they shot a lot.
Should I kill Mouse or?
I'm coming with you, come here.
We have
Man,
to
you
kill
have to
butchers.
go down and kill the butchers. Where's the kill the butchers? The butchers. I'm crossing.
I'm reloading.
We have all the map control.
I'm staying on him.
I need to come fast.
But it's only a batch there.
This butchers, you should be here. Come on, they
This
can
butcher-
push this one. Spawn, can you
He's
kill him?
running there.
Oh, spotted on him.
Get safe.
Yes, I'm going.
I can shoot that, so I guess. Unless he goes safe.
I shoot.
I can shoot Stefan.
I'm afraid that
I
the
can
room's
do
so-
more. I have it there. I can do more to Stefan.
By the way, can
I shot
Silence go
Stefan.
there? Can Silence go there?
Yes. You have to kill those masks, can you? Spawn, get back to the straight.
Yes.
And get to the middle to cover Spawn. Spawn.
Camille, Camille, this butcher.
We
You have to
did-
go fast and kill those masks. They have everything
We are
on this
going.
side, obviously.
I'm reloading.
We have to kill
Coming.
Stefan fast.
You have
Can I
to help
go
me,
to shells?
STV.
All this Spawn. STV mid.
I
Yeah,
cannot go for the
already
mouses. STRV needs to rape him.
I shot Stefan.
Camille, you
Oh,
stay.
this energy.
One of us needs to leave again.
I got
Go-
spotted.
Silence, you have to
My
cover
position
Stefan.
was so bad.
15 seconds.
But the other ones can shoot me.
Schmonk, you have to constantly spot.
Camille,
Should
can
I-
you go for him?
should-
For Stefan?
YOLO?
I'm covering
guess-
from here.
I guess you have to.
They have the
going
Ruach
for
here.
Stefan.
They have the Ruach here. Stefan is looking to me.
Camille, just go and kill him. He shot. Camille, you can kill him for
Yeah,
free.
he shot.
Silence, look at the
I'm
people now.
shooting the.
The mouse is pushing, guys. They will push. Spunk, are you spotting time to time? Because they will push with Ru here probably.
I'm going to help.
And
Swap.
they will
I'm
push you.
reloading. I'm dead.
You have to kill Diplo.
Camille, do you have enough shots to kill him?
Yes.
Bad shot. I'm aiming.
No.
Camille, go safe already. He's angling. Makes no sense.
I know.
Let's get safe.
Camille should push to this.
Trying to reload. I'm
What
reloading.
was that? Should I take south?
I need to go.
South control?
I guess you cannot. There's
The room
full
black shot
speed.
me from me. Nice timing.
Camille, go.
Going.
I'm going south. Yes or no? What the fuck? It was a blind shot.
Well, it
Oh, you
looks like
should,
I'm
you should go
perma
north
spotted.
with.
Mel, probably have something
Did I?
on this. Because it looks like I'm perma spotted.
And then I was also.
Yeah,
blind
there is-
spotted.
I'm perma
already
spotted.
the room
There's
left
something
cross.
here.
Kurwa.
Should be pretty
They
visible.
have a
but
bad shot
if-
here, -2. Melon, they have something in bushes here, probably.
Yeah.
The bad shot on low life.
I was
Yeah,
perma
they already
spotted.
rotated like this, obviously.
No, I'm perma spotted.
But we cannot.
Yes.
So there's something here since.
Someone is spotting Camille like from the
Yes.
bushes here.
Well, I'm going all the way down two line then. This will not work over on north.
Maybe I can shoot my
Camille.
ass.
Silent, just take every cover.
You
I'm
get
gonna
spotted,
take this.
man. Can you shoot under the rail? You get spotted all the time. That makes no sense. Should just go with him down. Thing is that we have to catch this because they have mouse here and they have the butchot spotting here. So you have to get this spot, and we have to go for this. We have to make sure we have the range to shoot this also because they'll have tanks here. Now they just have spot like Ru over this mostly.
Okay, I'm leaving this.
Mm-hmm.
Silence, just get in the bush here and ready. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to find something.
I think I should low APCR at this point. Because I will not face against bad mouse.
Acerbe,
I'm
do you have
loading
range?
APCR.
Milan will have to go through the ditches like
I need
this.
to go a bit forward.
And Camille has to be
Camille ran ready
get to the
silence.
middle. Like you have to wait for Camille.
Yeah.
They could have even went away like to make it safe. So we cannot wait too much. We'll still have like 2 tanks advantage. Milan should go already.
I'm going.
Could have been running.
I have the range for this, not for this.
Yeah, that's enough. You have to
Spotted.
cross. This Vlachat, can you make
Keep
sure
up
you
the
spot,
race.
you spot the mouse?
Not
Because if he
spotted.
wants to peek and shoot down, you have the flank turret. Yeah, probably went away, as I said. Go, Milan, you cannot wait. Ah,
He spotted me.
yes. Don't, because they have range from the hill.
I just tried to peek and
He's
kill him.
running.
Diplo will pick.
Well, the thing is that you can get shot by this and this at the same time if you're doing that.
I think we need to
I'm
blind
moving a
shot
bit
heal.
forward to have the red for this.
Can I
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
blind
yeah.
shot?
Move
You shouldn't risk. You shouldn't risk.
Can I blind shot heal? Flip?
Yes, you can. Milan have to pick red
I
line.
got
They have to
spotted.
get the bushes at the hill. They're spotting from the hill.
Yeah.
Or it might be even theirs.
Well, Mojo, they had the round.
Yeah, I think they 100% had it. The moment when it was broken in my eyes was when Spoink didn't run away on time and he lost his entire HP, ending up on one shot, making it really easy for Kazna to counterattack it and make all kind of crossfires and run away on that side of the map as they are now. So Kazna has 2 tanks on one shot, Isne still being alive from the start, and there's, but it doesn't really matter. Nexus is on 100% HP in his budget, and that's the critical play that Oops needs to deal with.
Yeah, indeed. And yes, Spoink dying there, and then not closing out the kill on towards Diplomat. It costed them dearly. Spoink throwing away most of his HP. Didn't even connect Nexus when he pushed him, so... Great recovery from Kazna though, because I really thought they've lost that round.
I thought that actually Oops has it. They had a great opening, brilliant damage done and everything, but Kazna just managed to overmatch them and just win the round over the time. I mean, it's still not over, but I think it is. In reality, I think it is. And I believe it will be 3-2 to Kazna here.
I tend to agree with you. I mean, 1 minute 15 seconds left to find all these players would be incredible. It would be absolutely unheard of. Milan reloading here. Kamil gonna go towards the north. They have that side of the map, but they can't do anything with it.
60 seconds to go. There is absolutely nothing Oops can do anymore. That's it. Like, they have to face it and think what will they do on their next side, which will be a defense.
It's very, very true, Mojo. Milan now pushing across, takes the first shot from Nexus. Durst will probably close out the kill. No, it's Nexus from the back lines. He won this round for Kazna Crew pretty much single-handedly.
Kamil is pushing now here, getting shot by Vetso.
Well, Silence might get the kill on towards Diplomat here. There we go. But Nexus cleans him up, and Kazna Crew put himself 3-2, and Oops really had the game there. They did so much damage to those mouses in the beginning. It was absolutely insane how much they did, but then the counter push from Kazna Crew, and Oops just not, you know, finding the kills, finding the damage in the end of the game.
Dres managed to survive there, sitting in a bush and keeping a constant spot on them. That was super important part. I'm gonna actually check how much he had there, because they were really complaining about it all the time. So Dres has 2.4k spotting, and he did almost 2.7k damage, and that made him really valuable, because surviving on 200 HP there was kind of a critical moment.
Yep. That was a good recovery there from Durst. Nexus did an absolutely insane amount of damage during that round as well for Prokhorovka. Oops, just not getting the kills. That was it for this round. I mean, 1 or 2 kills would have made a difference.
Spoinky didn't have a great round again. that push, I think he should have hesitated much less to run away because he would be a valuable asset to his team
Full HP for sure.
with full HP because he could hold off Nexus one-on-one there for sure. Nexus doing 4k HP damage and 3 kills. That's hard carry as it gets. Poink did a good sniping round, 10 shots from that kill, 2.8k almost. But still, I have a feeling he could have had the same damage as Nexus if he just ran away a second later.
If he just grabbed the reload and run, then he would be pretty much full HP. He could fight Nexus one-on-one or make him low HP at least and give his team the advantage they need to close out this round. But Oops there seem to have read Kazna crew's tactic very well. Yes, they might have not have won, but I think most of their batches, if not all of them, had heat loaded Mojo, especially Spoink on that hill. They were ready for this mouse play from Kazna crew.
Haiba, 1 shot of damage. Stefan, 1 shot of damage on the mouse tanks. Isne out-damaged them in the root tank, man. Yes, they were ready for it, but Insane actually did nothing specific in this Lorraine RT. Only 600 damage.
No, really didn't have
out of 5 shots.
Could have done more. Could have done a lot more. But they get to defend now. So it should be a 3-3 going into Runeberg and then Runeberg a 4-4. So going by Kazna crew, automatic qualification towards the LAN finals.
Well, you never know. We will have to wait and see for that one. Still, we are on Prokhorovka. Either of these teams can win this side. I mean, Kazna also has really strong attack on Prokhorovka.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So there is a large possibility for them to win it. Of course, they might again just push that 1-2 line and it can end in a misery.
At least they turned away
times.
from 1-2 line this time. Because if they went down there, it was 2 badges and an STRV waiting. Would have been disastrous.
If Kazna wins a 1-2 line push, now maybe if they do it, they're just going to be, we told you we can work it out.
After 369 times.
Yeah, but still, 1 matters, you know, the last one.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Always the last one.
I'm still going to go with Oops for this one.
Hey, Prokhorovka defense is really good on it. So yeah, there is a high potential they will actually win it. Still, we need to see they had a lot of blunders in the last couple of games. I mean, they were 2-0 up, and they can blame no one except themselves for some of these games.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, on Cliff, on the first game, Kazna really pressed them hard, but on the second game on the Cliff and here, I think they had it both of the times, and they just let it slip.
Yeah, Gore are not going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, they're not, but you cannot ever let anyone else decide your own fate.
Well, they can't. You know, right now it's all they have to hope for.
That's only they have left, but that's because they lost some of the critical points on the way.
Yeah, but let's take a look at the lineups for the second half here of Prokhorovka between Kazna crew and Oops. Type for heavy for Oops.
Kazna with 2 E50Ms, 1 Butchot, and the Ru, and the 3 113s. Oh dear. I think they're actually going to do it, man.
Type for heavy?
Type for heavy in defense. Expecting a heavy Butchot push. And the Waffenträger and an STRV. Rather interesting. They can actually chew through this armor if Kazna push.
I don't think Kazna's lineup is very well. It's going to work very well against the STRV and I7.
No, I mean, these guys can really bite through them.
We're going to have to find out. Like, I think Oops' lineup is a pretty good counter for the one that Kazna crew is bringing.
I've seen something similar like this on CS region recently, and they actually did push the forest, but the forest was empty, so they won it.
Wait, Kazna crew is going to push the forest with E50s?
Possibly.
Well, Mojo, we're going to have to find out if Kazna crew can take that 4th point to put them into the LAN finals automatically, or if Oops is going to extend their fate by just a little bit. As Oops sit on 2, Kazna sit on 3. Kazna has to attack and Oops has to defend.
Kazna is pushing the middle here. Is it going to be all-out engagement like go over YOLO?
Just don't think that's going to work out very well.
Isna is going toward the village side. Hosi is spotting super aggressive and saying, yes, I didn't see anyone and I didn't get spotted. Very valuable info for Kazna. Let's see now, will they just lean over and try to take out this I7 or are they going to go over too?
Insane already trying to get a connection there. Tadeja actually does on towards Stefan. Dead loader on the E50M. That Type 4 actually worked out well in this situation.
He's not even spotted.
Nope, he's just shooting from the back lines, Mojo.
It's a new Japanese coating of Type 4 Heavy, invisible paint.
Well, if Isna keeps going, he might get spotted out as well. Kazna crew is now going to push over towards the eastern side already. It's very early.
Another
one!
connection and a dead driver.
And Diplomat gets struck, has to use this repair kit as well. It's a good start here from Oops. And is Decha just going to hold over there? What is he doing in the Type 4?
I don't know, man.
Is he going to go in the water?
Where is the help?
He's taking a lot of damage in this Type 4. I'm not sure what's the plan here. Decha has ammo racked as well. Stefan is on fire! He's gonna burn for a lot in that E50M. So Decha actually did pay off the cost. And I need to see this Type 4. I need to see if he's safe. I need to see where he is sitting.
I need to see, did he set Stefan on fire?
Yeah, he did.
I saw he fired it over there, but I thought he has only turret. How did... There must have been some shot on the side.
Well, Mojo, so far so good for Oops here. Decha taking more damage in the Type 5. I think that's from Isna in the RU. I'm expecting the Type 4 to go down here.
You can see the lines coming here from the hill, definitely.
He's spotted now. I think he's going to go down here very, very soon. There we go. Stefan actually picks him up in the E50. So they lose Decha. Milosh is taking damage now as well in his IS-7. But Oops, they're down in HP as well, Mojo.
Yeah, they're 1500 HP down, but that's because Kazna has kind of heavier lineup now. And Oops, they still have a lot of rotation potential. I mean, Stefan is dead on one shot with a dead commander. Vetso has a dead driver. But they are controlling this side of the battle. And more importantly, Camille is up here. And I believe Kazna can delete him rather easy from the game.
Yeah, we'll have to see Kamil versus Isna here in a second. Kamil spotted out. Isna is as well. Kamil is going to have to start moving very quickly. He's spotted out in the bat shot. Let's see if the connections come out. Stefan and there's both missing in those E50M. Stefan has a dead commander. You can see all the lasers from Kazna Crew pointing right at Kamil here. How long can he survive? A non-connection coming through even. How long is this batch going to stay alive for?
How long is Oops going to wait? We're doing something about it, Kamil. Don't focus on shooting, focus on surviving it, but he did fade, and this is rather important. Isna should respot him anytime soon. Like, he has only 1 or 2 shots left. He will be killed by light tank.
He hasn't penetrated a single shot so far. He only has 1 left. Kamil, this is not working out for him whatsoever. And Mojo, I think right now would be a great time to listen into Kazna Crew.
7 here.
STRV, Waffen next to STRV.
Okay, I'm helping you, Yuzne. I'm helping you, Yuzne. Batches will push the middle, probably. They're grouping up. I still have reload 25 seconds. Just every gun has to aim when they fucking collapse in the middle. They are. It's going. Nice.
Kill him. Nice Alpha.
Okay, it's okay. I'm still south. Nobody's south yet.
Can't we just jump on those two bitches?
I'm busy. I can't. They're both waving me, mate.
Batchat shooting me.
Can we move on these?
I can't spot them.
-2.
I don't know, I think we should need to move on the bed sheds. At least next in B. Next in
Who's
B.
spotting them? Go. I'm just proxy them. Can you proxy?
Multi go forward.
Yes.
Nexus can spot them. Nexus can rape them.
Can
I
you
shot.
prevent A7 a
I'm gonna
bit?
get farmed by that bet. That bet's gonna finish me. No, he fired 2 on me. No. He fired 2 on me now.
Need to kill the batches. Multi go in.
Go in and kill the bats. Давай.
Kill spawn. Go first point, Multi.
I can maybe try and run.
Nexus, can you kill him? Multi help with I7. Get crossfire. Nexus, can you kill him?
Давай, kill I7.
I7 shot.
Okay, I'm not.
Давай, Multi, give him one.
Yeah.
Nexus, you okay? Multi, can you jump? Nexus needs help.
I'll finish it, 7.
I need help with this.
The pigs.
Malte, go.
Just so close, just go for him. Nexus hold.
Hold Nexus.
Is he getting pushed in front? Give him one, Isna.
I'm getting pushed also.
Just give him one.
Can I have a shot on... No.
Waffen shot.
Nice.
Use theirs now.
Waffen here. You need to angle towards him. He will kill you. You need to go hard down.
Shall I push him? The
I got spotted.
He will kill you. Yes, he's in front, Diplo. When I tell you go hard down.
2 1-shots.
There's a fucking wreck in front of you.
What's the batch HP?
1 shot. SAV is also 1 shot. Only Waffen has HP.
How much does he have?
I think he's full.
Can't we push Malte on this?
Yeah, and you can just
and
aim
I
from
start the
middle.
cap or something?
You just
don't
aim
know.
from middle.
Yeah.
On him.
But then he will give you a shot and drop over.
I don't know, we have to do something.
Why don't we leave Nexus at the fucking hill and send
Or
Malte
wait.
around?
We just...
Wait.
You cap, I stay here.
I start the cap, he's sniping from the middle.
Maybe
I
better.
think we should do it, yes. Because they're fucking
Even in
TTs.
the ditch.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we'll stay in the
Hey,
ditch.
did Yuzne connect Batchat?
No.
Doesn't matter, the batches can't kill me.
He's 170. Diplo connected. He's 170.
But isn't the fucking Waffen gonna spot me when I enter cap?
Might be. Standing on top, he will. Yeah. Then you need to go
I will
forest now
check.
Nexus and enter from this.
You can drop in here.
Oh, don't
Then
shoot
in the
them,
ditch. You can go into ditch now, Nexus, and you won't be spotted. And then you pop over just this.
Need to use multi HP.
Multi aim here, multi aim here.
Yeah, maybe.
Stay still.
You can blind him now, multi, then he's afraid. Nexus can join captain. Need to do it soon.
Oh, I hit.
Nice. Hey, Nexus, enter cap, enter cap. He's not peeking, he's not peeking.
Thing is, I want spot, so
I think we need to risk something with a Malte because they can just suicide into Nexus.
What if Malteus goes there?
If Malte goes there, yeah, exactly, and starts maybe attacking them, he has 2 one-shots.
Yeah, multi, if you cross over here and catch somebody, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Should include hit, I guess. Maybe stress
Yeah,
For STRV.
Something fell. One is here.
Давай, go for multi, go for multi.
Yes.
Nice, multi, nice.
Budget right.
Budget south, budget south. Try, you can just peek the budget, multi.
Yeah,
Or you bite him, or you bite him, or you bite him. You can just defend, yeah. Don't have to peek him, don't have to peek him. Shot.
Kill the bat now.
Still needs to come in, they still need to come.
I think you need to cross forward.
Can't you cross over? Cross over,
Yeah.
please.
Go, take a shot from FV.
He's
Yeah,
rolling
maybe.
back. He's rolling.
It's okay, you're not good side multi. Waffen shot. Nexus, just aim this. The badge is one shot, multi. The badge is one shot. You can just buy time. The badge can't kill Nexus before you will spot him. Waffen can't decap Nexus. The badge will come from.
Yes.
You have a first shot on him.
And use the bush.
Maybe Malte peeks on the Waffen.
No, let him play, let him play.
No,
Waffen
like-
can't do
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Nexus just needs
Play
to kill
time,
his badge.
play time.
Waffen playing aggressive.
Nice,
Nice, keep on.
multi, nice multi.
can you just kill the Waffen?
You can
Yeah.
kill
Yes,
both
it
of
is,
them.
yes, it is. He will
Give
kill
him one, give him one. Nice, Suka.
Budget
Get
Bad
middle.
shot.
He won.
Nice, nice,
Can you
nice, nice.
finish him?
Easy
I
score.
will go.
He can't decap. Nexus don't shoot. He won't decap. Nexus, he won't decap.
Nice.
Malte.
And that is Kazna crew picking up their 4th round here, Mojo. And this also means one thing.
They are through, they are second, and we have that final standing for sure now. No matter what happens in the next game or any of the others, Kazna will be second, Ding will be first, Go Hard is third. And I believe Oops needed clear 3 points, so actually all the standings are done. Nothing can be changed anymore.
Yes, Oops needed clear 3 points because Utopia picked up 2, put themselves on 24. Oops needed 3 points to make it, so Oops will end fifth. Isuba will end 6th. Kazna is 2nd, and Oops is 4th. Gohard is 3rd. Ding is 1st.
Utopia is 4th, Oops is 5th.
Yeah, Oops is 5th. Sorry.
But there's here doing 3.4k damage here, 2 kills. You saw a good ending by that E50M. Not the greatest coordination there by Oops players in the last seconds of the game, but to be honest, I really thought they already lost it by far before
same.
that, and that recovery was magnificent. Camille surviving for so long was really crucial part, them not picking him up. He picked up Vetso after that. There was really a good connections coming in, but it was just not enough. Kazna had a good timing. It was a bit lucky. We could hear it on TeamSpeak because the moment that there's peeked out over the ledge there,
got spotted.
They actually noticed someone is breaking the obstacles and stuff, and he literally had an aim on STRV, like the luckiest possibility he could ever have in
If it was
life.
Melan there, he would have taken 1 shot and the STRV would have pinned them down, and then Durs is in trouble.
Yes, and this match could go anyway after that. But like this, it's 4-2 for Kazna, deserved ones, and we will go to Ruinberg.
We will go to Ruinberg indeed. Oops. It was a good match for them. I mean, you know, we already kind of done and dusted. This is just to play it out now. I think Kazna crew won a lot of rounds here on an individual player skill.
Yeah, they coordinated much better in some moments, and they really managed to break the rounds in their advantage.
Staying alive.
It was really crucial. I mean, no one would expect them to lose Murovanka like that. That was a really good lesson, to expect the unexpected. I mean, Oops played super aggressive and really nice. I like the cooperation between them and everything. But still, Kazna is just always a bit above.
Yeah, well, not in tactics, I'd say, but in individual.
In the play.
In the play. In the play itself. And the tactics, they were kind of behind today.
Yes, but to be honest, Oops usually has better tactics.
Yeah, that's true.
But execution is lacking in many moments.
Yep, and again, same today. And we're now moving into Ruinberg. Let's take a look at the lineups that are coming out from both these teams. With Kazna crew on the attack, triple mouse, 4 bad shots. Oops on the defense, 4 1-1-3s, 2 bad shots, and a type 4.
Yeah, Oops has a chance here on defense, of course, being the Ruinberg, but as we know, they have 0% success rate there. So also, I believe their motivation will not be the strongest at the moment. I'm really interested to see how will this envelop.
Yeah, me too. I mean, both these teams are playing for nothing at this point in time.
Just for the pride.
Just for the pride, because the rankings are
set in stone.
Exactly.
It's done. 4 1-1-3s in defense, Bachat AP, and Type 4 heavy. Yeah, they can defend well with this. I mean, they will push one Bachat, I guess, over the red line up and spot any possible aggression from Kazna tanks. Kazna can play super aggressive with all 4 Bachats toward the green field and follow it up with mouse tanks.
Yeah. I just want to see what these 4-1-3s are going to do, because we kind of know where Kazna's possibilities are.
Yeah, they can leave like 1 mouse in the middle and maybe 2 push on the
4-1-3s is what I want to see, because there is a potential for some quick flanks. I mean, A line with middle at the same time, catch out mouses, stuff like that.
And they have Type 4 heavy if Kazna does one of their famous flip the tank and try to get behind it.
Well, Mojo, is Kazna crew going to close it out 5-2, or is Oops going to prolong this match a little bit more? Let's find out on Ruinberg.
Ruinberg, a mixed type map. The defending team starts the battle on the green, and the attacking team starts at the centre square of the town. Bases are located quite far from each other. Both bases are better controlled from the village when playing a heavy setup. It's better to attack the first base through the top direction with the help of several well-armoured heavy tanks. For the attack on the second base, it's better to use a more mobile setup and either play through the centre or split forces. In general, the map is not easy to play on. Teams often use blind shots and risky shifting of the forces from one flank to another.
So here we go. Oops versus Kazna crew, 4-2, currently in favor of Kazna crew, who already secured a spot in the offline finals. So let's see where the 1-1-3s go.
Let's see this. And there is a strong push here on the red line by them, because they are expecting Kazna to do exactly as I said on the start of the game. But Kazna is actually pressuring the middle with all 3 mouses, so the Bachats are here rather alone. Actually, Oops can just collide on them and kill them in an instant now.
That's exactly what it looks like to me. Mojo, those 1-1-3s are just going to continue their push and push into the tanks of Kazna crew. There we go. Insane Melan and Kamil, they're pushing into Durs. Durs is going to try and run. Stefan is going to fight here with the dead zone and Spoing, but he's getting pushed back as well. Look at the damage coming out from these Oops tanks. They're doing it. The dead zone might go down here very quickly. He actually does, but Spoing should get at least his damage out. And these 1-1-3s, they're continuing. They're not stopping. They lose Fetso, they lose Stefan, and they're going to soon lose Nexus as well.
Nexus should go in reload soon, but Durs actually managed to survive there, and he still has a couple of shells. These mouses are now kicking into effect. He deleted Milos from existence immediately. We said already that Type 4 heavy, yes, it does have good armor on paper, but so many flat surfaces, it's easily penned. Algo is trying to pressure on Durs. Nexus is running away, but there is no one to finish him off. Actually, Kazna has a huge advantage now.
Well, Kamil might get the one, though, if he gets a decently high roll. Actually, Nexus goes down to Swords, 66 HP. He's running. He's trying to get amongst the buildings, but Kamil shows no mercy as he closes them out. And now it's Mouses versus 1-1-3s. Let's find out how these 1-1-3s will do, Mojo, because they're down 4,000 HP.
German versus the Chinese, but there is still Durs to cover their flank as well. There is, well, no Bachas to cover the flank of...
Well, Algo's coming in now. He should clean up Durs.
But he's in 1-1-3.
Yizna cleans up Melan, though, and now just 3 tanks remain between Kazna crew and a 5-2 victory to close out the season. They have started the cap. There's playing around here with Algo. Algo getting shot in the back and the side. There's nope, doesn't get around the corner. So it's 3 1-1-3s versus 3 mouses. The showdown of the ages. Let's find out.
Unimaginable. 3 mouses are actually surrounded in a triangle of a sort by Oops players. They're everywhere on the map, but the problem is Insane is on one shot, while guys like Diplomat and Isne are on almost full HP. And Kazna is choosing to go 1 versus 1 everywhere. 1 for each.
1v1s all over the map. Kamil actually manages to get away from Diplomat here, gives him a shot on the way out. Isne trying to find Insane here. They're taking a lot of damage. The HP gap, it's starting to close. Isne's getting shot in the back. It's getting shot at the front. Trying to get towards Insane, but Insane is very well covered. Getting shot from the side now as well. Triple crossfire coming out. Isne goes down. How about Diplomat? The last 2 standing, and it's being shown. 1-1-3 over the mouse any day of the week.
Well, in a crossfire, that's for sure. Isne wanted to click that mouse so hard. You could see it, man. He was clicking it already, but it just didn't happen. He didn't have the aim. Haiba is going to be the next one to die here.
Haiba is indeed going to be the next one to get shoot down, as Algo still has a lot of HP available. Diplomat playing ring around the rosy with Kamil here as he gets shot. Haiba gets shot from the side. Algo should come out and clean it up now, and Oops going to extend the fate of Kazna crew a little bit longer here.
That's for sure, but Kazna will go on defense on the next round of Ruinberg. But still, there is something nice for Oops here. They won their first round on Ruinberg in the season.
Yep, they did indeed, and now they're going to surround Diplomat, finish him off, and Oops, the story for them is close, but never succeed.
Not close enough.
Not close enough. Well,
they will be 1 point below Utopia.
Yep.
One measly point. And as we said on the start of the season, some teams will just buy themselves heavily for that. 1 measly point below. Same as Goer Hard against Kazna. They will be 1 point below Kazna, but effectively they would need 2 to be above them.
Yep. So, Diplomat, I don't think he's having a good time right now.
Well, Diplomat is a bit surrounded here.
You think so?
Yeah. Kind of a lonely place here between these houses.
Such a lonely world for Diplomat. All around we are familiar faces.
Oh.
Poor guy, man.
Come on, man. Do a charge. Do a charge.
Somebody peek. Diplomat's like,
come on, guys. What are they waiting for?
From the front. Now from the front. And then Insane. Kamil's going to do the honors here as he's going to close out the kill against Diplomat. One more shot. No, Algo is like, he's mine. Algo picks it up. Oops, bringing it 4-3.
Well, charity rounds at this point.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter or change anything.
Nope.
Even if Oops actually wins this one and takes the full 2 points for tiebreaker win, it will just be for show.
Yeah, it will just be for show.
Still, interesting for us to see maybe what will happen on the other side of Ruinberg. Since the new meta, we haven't seen it that much played on European region. Other regions played it a lot, but our guys were avoiding it heavily.
Yeah, they were indeed avoiding it heavily. But I like this tactic. Pushing down with 1-1-3s, catching out bad shots.
It does really, it is kind of reactional play against reading. So they read that there will be 4 budgets going there, and they just acted upon it. If those budgets went on the other side, it would be a problem.
Look at the 3 musketeers. Algo, Kamil, Insane. All of them hitting above 3k. Kamil and Algo hitting above 4k in those 1-1-3s. And you say mouse meta, I say 1-1-3 meta.
There was a lot of damage to be farmed there. A lot of damage, high VN8.
You see a 3v3, the 1-1-3 is down HP. They still close it out, Mojo.
1-1-3 is in cooldown and already positioned to shoot them, yes.
Still works for me.
Man,
that's details.
Man, they started from the center, from the open field. That's when the battle between them started.
Details. Details, Mojo. This is all details. Milos, they're in the type 4 heavy.
Devil lies in details, man.
Yeah. Let's see how much detail there'll be on your bow tie.
Okay. That's low.
Tough life.
That's low. You know how it goes, man. Like, you lose some bet in the future, and the worst you get toward me, I will get double that to you.
Mate, don't worry. I will just not take a single bet anymore.
Then I'll just paint your face while you're sleeping or something.
Well,
Whatever.
I mean, at least I don't sleep under the desk.
You sleep in the office, man, so I can do it then.
That works for me.
Okay.
I've seen you've been very good with your crayons throughout the season anyway, so, you know.
Then you have something to look forward to.
Even drawing accidental
I don't
stuff.
know. What did they draw, actually?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I
Mojo.
have no idea whatsoever.
I'm pretty sure somebody can clip the... I put the Twitch clip in the chat.
Well, fortunately for us, there are lineups ready.
5-1-1-3s. Well, Mojo, 4... They had 4, right?
They had 4 last
4
game.
was not enough. 5, it is.
5 in attack and 2 tier 9 butt shots. Well, if you have ever spelled out YOLO, this is the way to do it, definitely.
Where are these 1-1-3s going to go?
Middle. Just go.
Oh, Mojo, we're going to have to find out. I think we're almost ready to get this one underway. Yeah. Kazna crew, can they make it a clean game? What's going to go to tiebreaker?
Well, we will see it now.
Mojo, I need your prediction here.
I cannot have it for Kazna here.
I tend to have to agree with you because I think there'd be quite a significant HP lead for Kazna to begin with.
Yeah, and this 1-1-3 is like when they start YOLOing. That's going to be a hurtful start of the game.
Well, Mojo, let's find out if the 1-1-3 is indeed superior to the mouse. They're grouping up and they're going south.
There's only one mouse in the game, so it doesn't really...
It still counts.
5 versus 1.
Exactly.
Well, the last game, possibly last game of the last match in the season. Salute rounds by Oops. And let's see what will happen.
Well, let's hope they don't need all of the ammunition at the end of the battle because they have wasted some.
They will not need all the shells.
Says
No
who, Mojo? Says who?
Who knows? Strong presence by the 5
Oh,
1-1-3s. Maybe
man.
they will catch someone like
I
Durs.
think Durs is in trouble. He's like,
He didn't see anything, but
didn't
the
see
first
anybody.
thing he sees will be in his face.
The first thing he sees will be 5-1-1-3s. Actually, no. He won't
Someone
see
else
them.
saw them, so that's
Yeah.
actually good for him.
He isn't saw them, and the 1-1-3s already taking some damage, and Durs will start clipping from the side very soon here. They enter the cap. Triple cap pressure, 35 seconds left on that one. Stefan already in the 0 line, providing the damage from there as well. Durs now taking some damage. The 1-1-3 is continuing their push. Spoink in the red zone coming behind them, but it won't matter much as Insane is taking the brunt of the damage, and now Algo, Milos as well. They've left the cap. They're pushing forwards. They're still taking damage. They're taking more damage. All the damage. all over them.
Damage is all over the place. Love is in the air. Durs is actually on one shot there, being surrounded by Kamil and Spoink. And Oops is actually kind of holding their ground, but the health is kind of dwindling. There is 4k advantage here for Kazna, and first heads are starting to fall.
Yeah, Kazna Crew is doing all the damage on toward the health points of Oops as Nexus continues to do the damage. Algo is doing damage as well. More damage coming out between these two. Let's see how much damage Hyba can do in his
How
mouse,
many times will you say damage in one sentence, man? You're starting to trigger me heavily.
I'm just putting as much damage into my sentence as I can.
Into
Mojo.
your damage portfolio, what?
Yes, you know, it's about damage per minute, DPM.
Okay, Hyba is pushing here. Kazna is covering them. Mail and Kamil and Spoink are the guys with the HP, but Kazna is already closing all the angles. And I'm waiting to see will actually Diplomat do a big shot on someone.
I hope he can do the damage towards one of the Oops tags. Mojo, please don't hit me. Mailand playing ring around the rosy here with Yzna. Yzna gets tracked. Mailand reuses her predicate, so does Yzna. Mailand might get the kill, probably not though. Yzna gets around the corner, never mind, he drives against the building. Mailand does the damage towards him, but now the rest of the Kazna crew tanks coming in should clean this up. Spoink has 2 more shots available. He could kill Stefan if he gets an angle towards him, but Piotr gets Kamil in the meantime. Spoink is on fire, but Stefan should go down here. One more shot from Spoink. There we go. It's Mailand and Spoink in the 2v3 now. A 1v3 as Kazna crew is going to close this last match of the season with a 5-3 victory against Oops, qualifying for the offline finals by automatically being in the top 2. Piotr should get the last shot here against Spoink. Is going to go for the ram. He's going to go for the shot. He misses. He doesn't do the damage, but Diplomat perhaps from the back lines. Nope, there's a miss. Diplomat misses as well. It's going to be on Piotr. There we go. He closed it out 5-3 in favor of Kazna crew. Mojo, that was a very big damage round.
That was very damaging round for my brain, listening to you from time to time, that's for sure.
What?
It was a bit too much damage for me,
It's
man.
called minimalistic.
Minimalistic casting?
Yes.
He shot, killed.
Yeah,
Less
yeah, that's a
minimalistic.
different minimalistic in the terms of words used.
Well, okay. Still, after this match, what can we say? Oops got a bit tilted again. Just let it slip through their fingers again.
They didn't sound so tilted though.
No, it was actually